Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Valheim. We have been doing quite some looking for the new wooden weapons, and I actually forgot to check something. We've gathered several of them in the last two episodes. 18 comfort, being... What the heck was that bird doing inside my house? Being the knife, the sword, the axe, the mace, and what we have here on the ground is the wooden spear. I also noticed that I made a stupid mistake because I already had a porcupine on that armor stand. So basically the two things I will need, and I don't have a chest here, so probably don't have that weapon, but there are two things I currently need. One is being the bear armor, and I will have a look here because we have the ghost trophy. Break. There's no trophies in here, and I don't think... No, we don't have the golem trophy either, so that's one thing. But we also need to go to the swamp anyway. There is a wooden weapon inside the swamp, which I may get. And that's something else to check. We do have a bear trophy. If I got a bear trophy, then where is the item I was supposed to craft with it? Because I'm not using it. And this is not the world's. Very weird. Where did I put that there? Oh, maybe I dropped it on an item stand. Really mess things up when you're playing two characters. Really weird. Well, never mind. Unless that's also a possibility. I dropped it somewhere else. Another thing I'm actually lacking is I have that one unlocked, so should have it somewhere. Don't need wooden arrows anymore. Well, I do have it somewhere, but I have no idea where somewhere is. There it is. I also got a load of... Okay, now let's see. First, I'm going to check something here. $85 adrenaline, mace damage, health burst. Okay, heart of the forest. Health regen for 25 for 60 seconds. Stamina regen. $50 health, 20 armor. I think I'm going to do that one. Do we have 5 ancient seeds and 5 bronze? Five bronze coming up. Ancient seed, however, and that's shaman trophy. We have 5. So the only thing I'm lacking is the shaman trophy. Wouldn't surprise me if I have a few of those though. 4. Well, I need 1, so that one's done. I can also choose, I've got 1 there trophy, 1. I need it for 3 things. First of all, the trinket, and there's no trinket in here. So first of all, that trinket. This one. Second of all, I need it for the armor, which isn't currently on, but I will do this first. Because this one will be very useful. Health regeneration, 25% faster for 60 seconds. But as I said, the second thing I will need it for is that headdress. So that's the second thing. And the third is furniture. The bearskin rug. Now, the bearskin rug is in general a Black Forest item, which means that having the same effect as the deer rug, and it's actually the one between the deer and the, let's see, the swamp part. So between the deer and the wolf. So rug wise, comfort wise it will give me 1 point. Just like the deer and the logs and the carpet, etc. So I think I'll use it for this. For now. I wanted armor anyway. Bows. Wolf patterns. Blueberries and 2 palm. Loincloth. Also blueberries. So let's get some blueberries. Not going to run around in this bare armor swamp life. Because of that, I may prefer to remain overpowered. So I can put it on display for a moment. So let's drop all of this. I can even equip it for a moment, so people can see what it looks like. And personally, I think the most beautiful armor with it, the most beautiful cape with it is actually the logs or the leather one, because of the looks. So patterns of the bear and loincloth. Let's upgrade all of it. We've got 20 bear hides, so actually upgrade everything to tier 3 now. But that's it for a while. So headrest, loincloth, and what you see is this. The begging yard is still visible. The feet are actually having claws. Actually, what I should do, not sure if I can craft it because I've used some items. All leather scraps. I got 2 hides left. Oh, beautiful. Now it's always the one on top. So that's the full bear armor. there is something with female characters where people are sort of feeling, I don't know, insulted. No, let's say that some people are a little bit upset about the fact that part of this armor is using blue paint, blue blood paint. Because of that, I'm not able to pick everything up. No, because I've got too many items tonight. So. And because of that, the top of the female character is quite exposed, and some people feel sort of offended because of that. Well, if you think that seeing a female body partially naked is offensive, then I suggest that if you ever have a girlfriend and you spend time in the bedroom together, you keep your eyes closed. Because it's a complete natural thing, what you see. To me, I don't take offense on it. Nothing at all. I think that if people do take offense of it, then I'm more wondering what is the offensive part. But enough of that. This guy is a male, so we don't have that problem. Although nowadays there are males with bigger breasts as females, but let's not go there either. So what I'm going to do is drop the bare parts. And this is what I meant. You actually see blue paint, including that. Now, I don't see the problem here, but the silly thing is that item doesn't fit here. But it does fit there. I will remove the wooden items, by the way. And let's see. Roots. And wrists. Iron mace, iron buckler. Then this sword. Sorry, silver sword. So, that's ready. I think I'm going to get myself some wood. Craft the chest here. By the time everything is done, it's nighttime again. Probably. But that gives me the opportunity to actually keep wooden items stockpiled somewhere where I don't need them and where they're not obstructing anything I'm planning to do. So we've got the knife. Let's do it different. We can craft a sword, then we are able to find the axe, the knife, the mace. This is all meadows. Then we've got the spear in the Black Forest. So all of that is done. I have in mind to go to the swamp today, and I was looking whether or not I was having a training area and what it looks like. So I was taking a look from the wall, and then I had what the heck is that moment. We live at an island. That's a raised platform I created. So this shouldn't actually happen, but for some reason the waves actually managed to get here. So I have a perch which came through the walls on my raised platform. I don't know how or what, or maybe it's a spawning thing that went wrong. But like I said, I had a what the heck moment when I saw it. So one more fish and bread if / when needed. Also got a big load of chickens, but I'm not going to look at them. What I am going to do is drop the perch in one of the chests, have a nap, and the next Valheim day we're actually going to sleep and leave. Close to tier 1. Never mind, I can turn it into cooked fish if I want to. Or raw fish if I want to, and use that for fish wraps. I don't see the need for that either. So, day 546. We still haven't defeated the Queen. Some people have actually defeated the Queen twice by the time they reach this state. Or even done all bosses twice by the time they reach this age. Still not certain if I should use the armor nest. Or chrome. I need a lot of bronze for chrome. Armor nest is actually easier. Disadvantage, have 1 minute loading time, which makes the bow better, or at least a faster weapon. Let's bring to. So I'm going to sail a bit to an island with unexplored swamp. That was the last plane supply. Okay. Let's continue. I'm going to sail a bit to a swamp that I haven't explored yet, and I will be looking for those nice wood piles. Which now made me wonder if I shouldn't have brought arrows anyway. Off with it. The longboat is still somewhere out in the wildlands. Sure. This always happens. You go sailing, wind turns. Still have a lot of things on the wind. Still happy with my base though, although the house itself is too small. Everything else is looking quite good. The area I want to go is here. Somewhere. There. That way I can actually go. I could take the portal to the Howling Cavern and go through the mountains. There isn't that much to discover in these mountains. Less there is. Well, there are two things to discover. One is the trophy. Actually two trophies, but one trophy I need for a trinket. And the other one is a weapon, but I will do that later. I want to do everything in the same order as you usually run. We do the biomes, which means we did the Black Forest, and that means swamps next. I see a big troll over there. For a moment I actually thought I did. It's possible. Yeah, I think. Okay, there he is. I was about to say, I think there actually is a Draugr over there. He was at a different location as I thought he would be. I also need to go for the fishing hat at some point. Which means I have to catch fish in the swamp. I have to catch them close to the plains, ocean. Well, we've got plenty to do before we reach Vader. I think by the time I'm actually able to reach Vader, that Deep North may be released, although no idea what that's going to be. Other than one thing, in 2026, we don't even know when exactly, but in 2026, Valheim is going to be released on the PlayStation. So 2026, that may be from January 1st to December 31st, which is 365 days. So it's a very big margin. Usually, from what I get from the Discord channel, usually Sony doesn't put EA games on their consoles. So if Valheim is coming to a Sony console in 2026, it is possible that the full release will also be done in 2026. Let's say there's 50.000001 like that it's going to happen. There is no official news from the devs. In 4 days, 4 or 5 days, there is a Tokyo Game Expo where Iron Gate is also going to be present. And more news will be announced over there. So by the time people see this, now that's a couple of days. By the time people see this, there's 2 more days to go before we actually. So next episode we will know for sure. At least better. Maybe we also know the final date for when Deep North /1.0 will be released. Up to that point, no promises. But like I said, it's likely that by the time I get to Vader, that part is actually released. Because I'm going very slow. I've been too distracted with some things, like building, and I've made several wrong choices for the entire run. Which is why we are at day 546. On the other hand, most of it was actually fun. So I don't regret that far day-wise in the game. Still haven't done the last 2 biomes, last 2 current biomes. Also looks like we're going to approach some point. I better take the other turn. Keep the wind in my sails. But it looks like we've got some plains ahead of us. See that big bog over there. Just hope the wind shifts to the right direction. I could of course roll up motor power. It's not that bad. Also do hope I'm able to actually achieve something. Sometimes I wonder if I just shouldn't do all this sailing in private game offline mode instead of recording it. But then I do like sailing a lot. And in a way it's quite comforting. I mean, the way things are going right now, it's pretty relaxing. So why bother with... Yeah, okay, people may not like it, but I don't care about that much amount of views I have. Though it would be nice if I had more people watching things, but in a way, like I said, I like this. Why bother? It's relaxing. Always look to the environment. Sometimes we need to paddle. So I have explored this swamp, so there's no need for me to even return here. Because it's probably quite likely that if I have found spawners here, this is my old entrance point. Draugr spawner, sunk pit, wooden hut, mushroom. Ah, yeah. Don't any other spawners in there, so there is a leech. Come and get me. Now, where's the snake? Because that would be fun. That's a bloody steep. Yeah, I'm very glad I didn't go to the Howling Cavern and aim to explore the swamp from there. Because I would have a serious problem. Should have brought myself some arrows instead of what I currently have. Well, there's a wooden log. No, you won't. I will use your resin. I don't need the pickaxe. 11 wood. Okay, that's enough for workbench. So for the wall. Close to the swamp. Am I able to duck? No, I think that spot's good enough. 50. I always have 10 for the workbench anyway. Not good. Come on, snap. Good boy. Hey, should do. Misc. Does it matter if it there it is. Good. Let's go. Is this actually a good idea? We're going into the swamp. Or maybe it's actually smarter if I bring it closer to the swamp. With this. Never mind, we'll see. As a matter of fact, I think I got a better idea. Meaning, the only thing I did today is traveling, crafting one item. Well, plus the arrows, but so where's the last one? so used of playing another game that I keep pressing Z key, my keyboard all the time. Because in that game, that letter would bring up the search range. It's always the last one. Might as well do the stuff outside too, for taking a nap. At least things are looking a little bit better. And getting more laggy most likely. Okay. Well, at least I got a good day fishing. This looks somewhat better as it used to do. Though I am missing one at the other side. That's weird. I really should bring up more lights at this entire building. Those refuel everything I have that's giving light. Oh well, for the time being, we've got enough light. I've got 14 resin left, so I spent over 100 currently. Keep everything fueled up. Well, it's 4 or 5 for each. Yeah, some 6. Going fast that way. No dreams today? Okay. still has wood, so come on. 18. Thank you. And now, 5 minutes left on my food. It's finally time to start exploring that swamp. Let's hope I run in a spawner pretty fast. Let's hope that spawner also has a chest. Yes. That would make my life even easier. He's attacking the neck. Well, it wasn't actually the neck attacking him, but me. By the look of things, it also was a start neck. And I got a complete leech party here. Huh. Do I need... I think I do. 1. I didn't bring poison meat, which is stupid. So I have to do it this way. Ha 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 ha. Tricked you. Got you. Where are the other leeches? All around? And there goes the adrenaline. Okay. Didn't I hit the bugger? Come on. He's running off. Hey, leave the piggy alone. Come on, Leech. Come on, you can do it. Good boy. Thank you. Oh, I did hit something. And a pop. Don't need that. Can use the rest. Hey! Why did... Getting a little bit crowded in here. What I actually wanted to do was that. Bone fragments, boots. Don't need entrails. Two start leeches. 3! Holy. So I ran into... What is this? Hollywood Boulevard or... With all the stars? Where's the other one? Come on. Don't show up, it's no fun. You won't show up. Okay, so no fun. "58 arrows left. No spawner yet. We do have the warning for an abomination. Wouldn't surprise me at all if I run into one. Oh well. Draugr. Where? Where is the bugger? There's the leech. Oh, there he is. Camouflaged. Hey leech, come. Choo-choo, come to Papa. Good boy. Thank you. At least I think I've got enough blood packs by now. Ay, too deep, too deep. Much too deep to my liking. And no, I didn't bring the hoe. So I do have to take the risk. Skeleton, Draugr, but I don't think I'm able to get to him. Or maybe I am. Oozes and skellies. But no spawn point yet. One of those disappointing swamps? I really hope not. That looks like an abomination over there. That looks like a tower ruin. Question is it? Is it having a chest? It's a nice point to actually get that debuff off. No chest. Don't need that. Draugr, but no spawn point. This is actually that gap we saw. Okay. Does that house have a chest? No, it doesn't look like it. Does have. Weird. So what were you actually growling at? Me? I'm glad I brought a second food, although considering I didn't bring the feast, I have to run back on 2 foods. Dear, don't go there because you get yourself killed. Now, that looks like a sunken tower. And I don't think those have chests. So I can simply ignore those. That's the Black Forest Tower. I can ignore that as well because we already have. That may be interesting though. And if it isn't, I have to go back, and in the next episode we're going to sail around this swamp and try to find another entry point. Surprise! Biggest question right now is, how do I get there? Without actually having my life being taken away. There's something shooting at me. Okay. There was something shooting at me. Like I said, how do I get there? Oh, there's a Surtling spawner. How to get there without actually being killed? There's a Draugr. Because that leech is out here somewhere. I got no idea where. Now I do. There it was. Looks like I have to walk / swim. Okay, we made it so far. Don't need. Yeah, sure. Hi, big guy. You know what arrows can do to you? We're going to be here together. Well, one down. And if I manage to get that elite down, I'm actually good. I don't think there's a chest in here. And I think my health region just start working because of the adrenaline. Right, now. Oh, we forgot one. Let's check. I didn't bring the circlet, of course not. No chest. Oh, crap. All this and no chest. Unless there's something here. No chest. Right. Bummer. Because now I have to go that way back. Get to the boat. There's an ooze. And this foggy part makes things a little bit more complicated because I can't see if there's any leeches or whatsoever nearby. Which means let's take the risk. Because I do have to get to dry land one way or another anyway. This works too, I guess. The best part, it's nighttime. So I get all those nighttime spawns as well. Or at least some of them. And now we encounter a bear. Great. When I don't need it. It's too much around currently. Okay. What is blocking me? Well, something was. Oh, that was blocking me. That also explains all that crap I don't need. That also explained why I wasn't able to move the way I wanted to. Well, we got ourselves another bear parts, so I can upgrade the next part. We have seen the trinket at work. So that's a nice news. I don't need ghost trophies anymore, so that's also good news. But not having found what I want isn't good news. And there's the next part. Well, the good news in that is that they too will run into problems. Whoa! No, no. Son of a bitch, I'm stuck. No, I was stuck. Ah! Oh! Great. Absolutely wonderful. So I should have done what I said before and actually going back to my portal and jump, no, not jump, sail to this part, because, man, this is going to be one hell of a corpse run. And I had a full inventory, so I can't even bring anything. Stupid Wraith. The last thing I was expecting was that. Well, the good news is I do have a portal. Bad news is I have to run the whole freaking distance. Without armor and weapons because I can't pick anything up. Let me see. 2 locksmith, 3 bread, and 5. We got 1 bread. 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 Bread dough, I need 10 flour. That's 2 bread. The locksmith pipe we have near the portal. So let's get that. At least that way I'm going in with a full stomach, stamina and everything else. 6 minutes left. And I was so happy that my skills went up. Damn Wraith. I was getting stuck behind something. I don't know what it actually was. We'll see in a bit. But the fueling, the skeletons, the Wraith, all three together was slightly too much. Need a wood. Oh, it was still burning. There we go. Craft. Minutes left before the no skill drain runs out. I'm not even going to make it in 3 minutes. Unless I use cheats, and I'm not going to do that. Now I need to wait. No, I'm not going to wait for the health. Should have brought those potions. No, you won't, Neck. Missed me. Well, at least my running and jumping skill is going to improve fast. Ow. gives a whole new meaning to corpse run. Good news. Ears are still there. Bad news, there is a bloody leech. Maybe, to be lucky, take an alternative way. Holy shit! The one thing I didn't need. Almost there, 5 seconds left. You got to be kidding me. One effing stone? So that's why I died. Bloody abomination. Now let's get out of here and save, because so it was a combination of the Fulings, the Abomination and the Wraith that got me. Whew. Yet there's still a part of the swamp to be discovered. Not there. So I'm heading back to the boat. What was E7? Yeah, major healing meat. Then why didn't it heal me? Okay, and the entire plains is awake now. Oh wait, I forgot to. There's a mosquito. Let's get out of here. Got 8 minutes left of the no skill drain. So I can actually get out of here quite safely. Besides, there's the other bear somewhere. Unless it's the one I just killed. And frankly speaking, if I have to fight a bear, I might as well take both. was before, slightly before or slightly after that big gap. So yep, we hadn't been here. Don't tell me. I think there's a troll nearby. Yep, there is. Not going to find out. I am going down because that's the safest way. Maybe I can lure the bugger in the swamp and let those deal with him. There's the bear. This sword is way too good for this creature. I just realized something. I just realized that I don't have the room to pick up the portal and everything. On the other hand, I do have a ship. Even if it's 4 slots, it'll be good enough to transport everything I need, because 4 slots is all I need. Well, now the only thing I haven't run into, but what would be typical for me, is a golem. Or wolves, of course. The ultimate disappointment of this session, getting a "you are being hunted" event just when I'm out of my no skill range. Here fighting. Yeah, I thought so. Time to switch back to the bow. Ah, I did hear fighting. The entrails from my fighting is not even despawned yet. Okay, well, that was exciting. Not. But I managed to get home. Stop nibbling at my boat. See, things you can drop off. That. There's something behind the boat. Ah, the Grayling outboard engine. Bye. So, this is it for today. Next week, I will actually sail along to this part and give the last part of the swamp an attempt to get to the spawners. If it doesn't work, then I may use the smoldering tomb, but that's from the bog witch base, so that's a big swamp to go through. So I will see how I'm going to solve that. For now, thanks for watching, and I do hope you've been enjoying it. In a way, I did, although, yeah, the death wasn't fun, but corpse run went pretty well. So, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Have a good week, everybody. Goodbye.